to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looking for a man, it's Flagway. Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications too. You think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much NFL talent on the field, and it was such a competitive and physical game every single year.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Wilson. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Got the quick pass. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Jackson. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced the second down and goal.
Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lewis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. And the Vols will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He's got it, first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover.
Turning on the Jets. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're going back to the ground. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quick release by the QB. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So a drive there of 85 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Dances away to buy time. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to buy time. Grab near the marker. It's Sturdivant. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Forced out of the pocket. Break. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Gators!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Man, that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll pull it down and run. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Lewis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that end route.
Throws for the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the option. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And a
kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, it's third and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. Back to the ground game on the left. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third. There he goes. And a nice grab there, big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on third down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. That's caught, it's Staley. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Vols are on the move. Now they'll run it on the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Ball. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Tie game here with just a few minutes to go. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Working that left side. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. Makes a connection. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Vols with the 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Looking for room at the 30. It's a running room. Touchdown, Tennessee. They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Flushed out of the pocket. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting 3rd and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.